Moments after a landmark ruling on Monday by the Court of Appeal declaring that it has jurisdiction to hear the case of Eslyn David as it relates to the validity of votes cast in the March 2nd, 2020 general and regional elections, President of the Caribbean Guyana Institute for Democracy, Rickford Burke, expressed his satisfaction at the ruling. The president of the Institute for Democracy, alluding to Order 60 of 2020, had maintained that the chairman of Gecom had contradicted itself by not investigating the validity of votes cast in the 2020 elections. He is adamant that the latest ruling by the court validates his claim.
Gecom must now determine the valid votes, and it was unacceptable for Gecom to set out in its Order 60 of 2020 a determination of the final credible count of the votes cast in the 2020 election, and then run away from that by saying it can't make a determination, which is what the chairman's statement said. That was very disappointing.
Mr. Burke, prior to Monday's ruling, had also argued that only valid votes should be counted to determine the next president of the country. He maintained that position in an interview with this newscast earlier today.
The general principle in a democracy and free and fair elections is that you can only count valid votes. And that should be very easy.
In a live broadcast on Sunday evening, Mr. Burke had expressed his disappointment at the chairman of Gecom for deciding to use the total tally of votes cast at the elections instead of total valid votes.
I am very disappointed that the chairman of Gecom took that decision, and obviously the Guyana Court of Appeal today rejected it.
The CGID president has been very vocal throughout the electoral process, weighing in on matters as they arose on several occasions via a plethora of platforms. Meanwhile, shortly after the ruling by the court, the APNU AFC issued a press statement. An excerpt from that statement reads, "The judgment of the Court of Appeal vindicates the position of the APNU AFC coalition, which it has maintained throughout. The APNU AFC coalition now calls on the Guyana Elections Commission to do its duty and complete its work to ensure that credible results for the March 2nd elections are declared based on the valid votes cast." Reporting for HGP Nightly News, Wendell Badrie.